And we are back in the building, back with some more boxing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and all that good stuff. Now, guys, I want to talk a little bit about Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is the 168-pound undisputed champion. His last fight, of course, he fought in the undisputed versus undisputed matchup with Jermell Charlo. And he won that fight, in impressive fashion. I thought he looked very poised in that fight. He looked strong. He looked the best I have seen him in a long time. And he even said it himself that after the fight, when he was in the ring being interviewed, he said that nobody beats this Canelo. And he looked fantastic. I have to admit, I am a fan of Canelo Alvarez. I know some of you guys don't think I am, but I do enjoy watching Canelo Alvarez fight. But here's the thing. Here's the thing right now. Question to Canelo. Is it going to be the Fisherman or is it going to be the Monster? Is it going to be the Fisherman or is it going to be the Monster? He has to fight one of these guys, in my humble opinion. Now let's look at it. Let's look at these scenarios here. Now, Terrence Bud Crawford, you guys know he's been itching at a fight with Canelo Alvarez. He wants to become undisputed in a third weight class, putting himself in a league of his own, and that's commendable. And that's something I would very much like to see. I've talked about that before here on the channel because of his bravery, of his bravado and his ambition. I like that coming from him. I like that energy coming off of him. And I would love to see if he's able to pull that off. There's no secret about that. I've said that here on the channel. Now, with that said, it's not really about what I want. It's about what's best for boxing. And I think the best thing for boxing is for Canelo Alvarez to face the Monster. David Benavidez, the 168-pound interim champion, the two-time WBC champion, who's coming off of a spectacular win himself last weekend over a guy that a lot of people ducked, that didn't want to smoke with, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, including Canelo Alvarez. He said that he was a horrible fighter. He said he was a horrible fighter and he only wanted a payday. But boxing is about paydays. It's called it's combat sports, but it's called prize fighting. People are not going to get in the ring for no money. Of course they want to fight the best competition. Fighting the best competition gets you the bigger check. It is what it is. So I just wanted to put that out there for some of you guys. But I think he deserves a shot. Now, I don't like calling people ducks. I don't like calling Canelo Alvarez a duck. I will do it. I have done it. But, I try to give fighters the benefit of the doubt. But it seems that Canelo Alvarez is reluctant. The optics, he looks reluctant to give David Benavidez a shot. Anytime David's name is mentioned, he gets a little bit upset about it. He's also said that David hasn't done anything in the sport. He hasn't fought anyone, but I beg to differ. They both shared an opponent in Caleb Plant, who was the IBF champion one time at 168, until Canelo Alvarez, of course, defeated him. Then he came back. I think he fought Anthony Durrell, knocked Anthony Durrell out. And then, of course, he fought David Benavidez, which was his rival. Those two had a long time rivalry going, and David Benavidez took care of that rivalry by defeating Caleb Plant. So you can't really say that he hasn't fought anyone. And he is considered, the boogeyman at 168. To me, it's a no-brainer. You fight the best guy at 168. If you are the undisputed champion at 168, you fight the best guy at 168. And the best guy right now, outside of Canelo Alvarez, is David Benavidez. He deserves a shot, guys. He's worked his way up. I think his star power is starting to rise. And to be honest, I think Canelo Alvarez is letting the guy get too good. You know, he's the younger of the two. And with each fight, you can see how he's improving in the ring, his defense, offense, everything. He's starting to become a complete package. And I think Canelo Alvarez needs to take care of this now. Now, the thing is, people don't know if he's going to fight David Benavidez. I don't know. I think his next fight, the rumor is he's looking to face Jaime Munguia in May, and maybe possibly David in September. I think Jaime Munguia fight, I think that's a good fight. I think it's a good fight to prepare himself for a guy of David Benavidez's caliber. So I won't crap on that fight. I think that's a good fight. But in my opinion, if he doesn't face David Benavidez in September, he has to face Crawford. And I think by him beating Crawford, he puts himself back in the best fighter in the world category. Because right now, you know, the pound for pound fighter, the best fighter in the world is seen as Terrence Bud Crawford. So I would give him credit for that. But I do think that David Benavidez deserves an opportunity to become undisputed at 168. But anyway, that's my take on it, guys. We'll see what happens next with this. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be pressuring Canelo Alvarez to take this fight. Whether or not his team wants him to take this fight, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But you guys tell me how you feel about that in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.